Hello and welcome back. We're still at CES 2026 and we're at the UGREEN stand here talking about NAS. Now I know a number of you were probably thinking, I'm going to talk about this bloody big AI bugger over here. And I will get to that eventually, but just not in this video because I want to talk about the little things. This is the DX4800 Pro. It is the refresh model of the Plus series that we're familiar with. We've already talked about it on the channel, but it's nice to see it in the flesh. I say that it is largely the same box that we've already seen, but this one is rocking out with a newer generation i3, scaling up on the Pentium that came before it. That i3 is increasing the amount of memory, let's be honest, a bit pricey these days memory, but apart from that it's largely the same box. Apparently the pricing is going to be largely identical to that of the Plus. It's going to roll out in the East and eventually make its way over to the rest of the world. Hopefully it'll be available in Australia, right? So, moving forward from that, I want to talk about something else a wee bit interesting. This is not a 4-bay NAS. This is the 4-bay DAS. That's right, finally, expansion devices. It's something that's been missing in the UGREEN's NAS portfolio for a while. This is their new 4-bay expansion, taking advantage of USB Type-C, USB 3.2 Gen 2, 10 gigabits per second connectivity there. Finally, you're going to be able to scale out that storage. Now, it is rocking out with 4 bays of storage. It's using the same value chassis as the previous one. It's going to get those trays the wrong way round. This 4-bay expansion here connects via USB Type-C there on the rear and is available to either expand an existing RAID storage, and again there is an update coming into UGOS shortly, or allow you to create a secondary storage area. It is a JBOD, there's no word on pricing, there's going to be no RAID support there. At the moment though, one of my biggest questions is, on the rear there is a USB Type-C port, and on the front, there's another USB Type-C port. Now, I've asked the brands a few different questions about, is this allowing me to just add another external storage? Is this going to be for allowing me to daisy chain? They are exploring all the options, but unfortunately, weren't prepared to confirm any of them at this time, which is a bit of a shame. But it does look like this is the first entry into a larger arrangement of DAS expansion boxes for NAS utilization. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about isn't a NAS, but it is NAS adjacent, and that is this. This is an eGPU dock, and it is, well, let's be realistic, it's a big bugger. It is one giant heatsink. Taking advantage of Thunderbolt 5 there, this allows full height, full depth, madness PCIe cards. But what's interesting is the connectivity. If we bring that round, bring that connectivity on the rear, we've got 3 Thunderbolt 5 ports there on the rear, alongside a USB out. Now, because the newer generation AI NASs that we're going to talk about a little bit more in a while actually have Oculink on board, and there are Oculink adapters in the wild alongside Thunderbolt connectivity as well, this is a device that down the road with virtualization, UGREEN are telling me they're hoping to integrate into their NAS series down the road. Now, there's no practical examples of that, and I'm going to have to take them at their word, but nonetheless, it's nice to see them building around the NAS ecosystem more and more. But I'm going to carry on looking around CES right now, but if you are at CES, it's in the South Hall, they're right there at the front. This, alongside the AI NAS and a bunch of new surveillance cameras that we've already talked about, I recommend you check that out. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.